just saw a great match from Zhao and Anglerfish on Sultry, and now we are going to see, I believe it is going to be the Wall versus the Chuds.
Yeah.
And we have we've heard a lot about I mean, there's players on both these teams we've seen a lot from already in the last Horse Run Monthly, so I'm excited. I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, it's the first mid actually right now going live already. They've kind of gone super quick with it as a Sai goes for a fadeaway bomb. Takes a lot of damage, is barely gonna die to the hands of Big Bang Campaign as Math waits for an arrow. Is gonna have to back up, and it seems like the Chuds are gonna have to get this one out. Bloody, super weak, and disconnected from everyone else. Is gonna go down super duper late, and Slug Mundo is gonna be one of the last to fall. I think Math has successfully gotten the heck out of there. Should be able to escape, but someone is on the trail. It is Dingo. Is Math gonna be able to meet up with the spawners? No, that is gonna be another extremely late death for the Chuds as they have immediately lost the first mid. Gonna be back on last.
Lost the first mid and lost the first med. It is not looking like a great start for the Chuds as players on the wall here, they're looking to get ready for this last push. Everyone getting ready, just getting healed up. Looks like they already have their plan set. Looks like they're going to be pushing through the Chuds right side. Soldier Dingo coming in for the bomb. Gets the pick early sentry kill. Scouts trying to get some early cap time. They do get it. And Sandblast, oh my goodness, just gets so much more cap time once again. But the heavy comes on point. Big Bang trying to save it. And a quick round from the wall there. Using that Uber advantage perfectly. Walking in, taking the space with the Uber. And taking the first round there. I mean, a quick start. The wall is looking to make quick work of the Chuds here. Show them they are not to be messed around with. But we'll see what happens on the second mid. Maybe the Chuds have something up their sleeve, something they can pull out. Some of the surprise. The wall, as they're walking out, looks like the wall gets a little bit more space earlier here. Toby going in for a bomb, gets an early pick on Sword, and Dingo does get Skybox, has to go down, but Gungan gets in very, very far. Almost gets a pick on the med to the side of the Chuds, but it's not going to be enough as they lose 2 players compared to Chuds 1 and have to give up the mid. Chuds winning their first mid. Sandblast playing very, very forwards. Almost went down there, but he's going to live, and now looks like high bomb coming in from Dingo, maybe trying to get a surprise play there, surprise force on their med, but not going to find anything as both teams are evened up. Lean Chug Patty going in, trying to get the pick on Sin Karma, almost gets it, but not going to be able to. Sin Karma just barely living, as now maybe the wall is looking to maybe poke and prod off of this sack. Just get their own sack in. Maybe looking for a soldier to come through, but Sor goes down. Sor goes down to some great spam from Slugmundo. And now the Chuds are going to rotate to Valley. Maybe try to make another surprise sack here through Alley as both teams once again just both Ubers evened up. Toby once again trying to get in, not able to get it. Another player on the side of Chuds going down, a scout. As Big Bank is behind, the wall is pushing through off this player. Ad finds Slugmundo as well. The Chuds dropping so many players, and now, I mean, with that player behind, it's not going to be enough. Chuds losing everything, and they find Dingo, but once again, with massive player disad, they might get pushed all the way out. Not quite, as now it's pretty much the same situation, but flipped for the Wall's advantage here, as they're looking to push on to the Chuds second. Still even Ubers, so both teams playing very, very safe, not exchanging too many Ubers yet, or not going for too many Uber exchanges, not getting any crazy forces or anything like that yet. So we've yet to see, you know, any explosive plays come out, but you know, a lot of spam coming in from the Chuds, and it looks like the Wall's trying to make their way into alley for a sack. see if they're able to get anything.
Trying to do so right now as a big bomb comes in from Dingo just to make a little bit of space. It's actually going to be Sin Karma doing damage. Soar runs in behind everyone, and now it's going to try and get in onto the medic. Does a lot of damage, gets the force out. Actually, they did have to lose 2 with that. They did lose their demos. Now the Uber from the Chuds coming in, just kind of forcing everyone on the side of the wall around, kind of mixing and matching every player's in all of these positions. And now the wall comes in. Sandblast finds the demo. Slugmundo taken down. And now the wall can back up. They can maybe try and regroup, get everyone nice and healed up. They could re-push with a down demo if they want to, but instead they're going to be playing back. Seems like it's going to be the Chuds who want to try and come in. They have a lot of space on their hands that they can take, and Sai, at risk of dying, is going to have to back out. And yeah, I like that aggressive play coming out from the Chuds, but at the end of the day, they're not going to get anything with it. Just going to be Raven going down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with you. I do like the aggression. It looks like it seemed like their flank had gone down as they were trying to go for that, so they failed the push, unfortunately. But it looks like the wall trying to get in. Sword going down a little early as the soldier is trying to make some plays here. Gunga just barely living with their med, but Leech and Fatty almost getting him in return. But 2 players down on the side of the Chuds means the wall can maybe convert this into a push to take second here, as both Ubers come out from each team. Both teams just looking for any type of picks, any type of damage for the post Uber. But again, both teams playing very, very safe. Gungan trying to go for the air shot on Raven. Not going to be enough. They do find the med though. So that's going to be a huge advantage for the wall if they're able to hold it together. As long as the Chuds don't go for any type of sack, and with holding last, it seems likely that they won't, and the wall is just going to walk this in with the player advantage that they do have. No heals, they're going to take the point almost immediately, and that's going to be it. Second round going to the wall.
Really great stuff from the wall, managing to get those nice 2 rounds there, and just being so aggressive and keeping their momentum, keeping the advantages coming their way, as they've had a fairly good success on the mids so far. I think back and forth, see if they can have another one, as this is kind of that turning point. You know, you lose 1 round, that's all right. 2 rounds, still doable. 3 rounds down, it becomes such a harder mental task to try and get in. So if you are the Chuds, you desperately want to try and win this, but Slugmundo going down early is not the way to do that. Sword very weak, but it doesn't matter. Damn, also going down, and everyone else on the side of the Chuds are just gonna have to back out. Only 3 alive. Big bank math, and literally everyone else on the side of the wall can be able to win mid and immediately get in onto second.
Yep, taking this advantage. 3 down on the side of the Chuds, including the demo. They just have to cut their losses and pretty much bring this all the way back to last. Even Ubers though, so they're looking for maybe a draw play here, or maybe just a good pick, as Raven is up on the sniper, watching that shutter door intensely, hoping that someone, you know, recklessly peeks it. Soldier going in for the high bomb. Not going to be enough. Raven finds him. So now it's going to be on the Chuds to respond, but Toby not going to find anything, as well as Gungan is going to be able to deny his counter sack. And now it's going to be, once again, an even stalemate situation for both teams. But with 2 rounds down, you know, like you said, with the Chuds, they're still probably feeling, you know, it's like we could come back from this, but, you know, if they lose this one, it's going to be like, be really piling on. It's like, are we really coming back from this? It could be the Wall's time to really take that and increase their momentum, convert it to a 5-0. But it looks like Sandblast pushing right in there, getting a quick pick onto the soldier, and that's going to be a great little opening.
Dingo
for
finds
the wall
Raven
to take.
as well. Yeah, now it's just going to be everyone else coming in. They clean up math. The Ubers have been used from both teams here, but it's looking a lot better for the side of the wall. Sandblast just running in on a heavy, gets flashed just in the nick of time. They have so much cap time onto the point. Sword trying to do everything possible, and everything possible is a win on the board for the wall, again making it 3-0. And it seems like the wall have definitely found their footing. They found how to win this match so far in stride, and it's really all eyes on the Chuds to try and figure out some type of counterplay here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not that they haven't been playing horribly. It's just they're not really like it. They're trying to play it slower, and the wall is just pushing right through it. They're just like, no, we're gonna, as you saw in that last Sandblast, just busted right through. And now it looks like the Chuds need to try to make a play, maybe with more aggression here, as both teams are looking to make space. They do find a pick onto the Soldier and find a pick onto Slugmundo again. Oh, wow, the Chuds losing the mid and losing the med. This is going to be another big advantage for the wall coming out of the mid, with only 2 players up from the side of the Chuds and a full Uber disadvantage. They're going to be looking to hold last here, and we've already seen from the wall, they have their last pushes down. They know what to do and with what picks, so it's going to be, like you said, all eyes on the Chuds to pull something out here if they don't want to get kicked down to losers after this match. But it's going to be a bit of a tall order as
coming in right now. They take down the sentry gun, and now it's just going to be how much more can the wall get here. They're on fire because of this pyro, and now the damage going to be coming in from everyone else on the Chuds trying to clean things up. You see Soar trying to leave through Toxic. Sai is over there. Is going to get met with some projectiles headed his way. He is going to go down as Dingo comes and takes down the medic. That's going to be a very crucial pick from Dingo there, as even though it is going to be very big player advantage for the side of the Chuds, they are going to be at heals disadvantage, as they are going to try and come right back in through alley, already sending some stickies out onto the point. Sin Karma, they want to make sure that the Chuds don't capture up this point, and I think they've successfully done so. They aren't in any position, so now it's just going to be a waiting game for the wall to get their Uber. Hubert at 60% for the moment, and it's going to be, until then, the wall waiting to try and take this Uber in.
Yep, another big ad situation for them. The Chuds almost squeaking it out as they tried to push in, initially getting the wall's med, but unfortunately the wall getting the med in response. Now they are back at advantage as they walk in, once again get a ton of cap time, as well as the sentry. Sandblast is going straight to that point, not getting contested well enough, as the wall is just kiting and refighting, trying to get some damage off, but the heavy comes out. They're able to defend it successfully, as I mean, they get a lot of cap time, but the wall that time they weren't able to get enough damage off and bully the Chuds into spawn enough to get that cap time. So now the Chuds have another chance here as they cap second up, and as they walk into house and maybe make a play. They do have Uber advantage, so they have to move quick here if they want to look for something. Demo moving in, but he gets completely denied. Pencils in mid, and now the wall has a perfect kite as they're going drop down to refight through Valley. The Chuds now standing there, none the wiser. Might get caught out here. Everyone recognizing they might have to leave, but the wall once again with another big advantage situation, kiting that Uber very, very well.
Sandblast up on the sniper. The Uber coming out, going to be launching Sin Karma as deep as he can possibly make it. Dingo, however, is going to be taken down, just trying to chase all of these escaping Chud players. Not going to find anyone, actually. So now it's going to be an opportunity for the Chuds to come back in and try and drive fight. Big Bang still in behind, being a nuisance, as now Hubert trying to stay alive. Is going to go down to some nice rockets from Map. Sandblast also at risk of flying, goes for the hero shot peak with that sniper, but is going to be sent to the respawn room, as the Chuds having a good responsive repush on to middle, and now they're going to be able to get mid, get second, and they are going to have a very, very big Uber advantage, because it's only now that Hubert is going to respawn and be able to give buffs and try and build that Uber, but it's now an opportunity for the Chuds to try and get their first round on the board.
Absolutely, as the Chuds make their way into lobby here, they're looking to get the push in. The wall getting their off classes up. The Soar on the sniper, Sandblast on the heavy, getting ready for that full disad defense. The Chuds coming in with the Uber. Demo trying to bomb in early, get some pressure on the spawn, but the Sandblast just hiding in the corner with the heavy, pops out a little bit late, and that's going to be enough to surprise him. But the bomb coming out from Lean Chun Patty gets the med very, very late in that fight, and that's going to turn it around for the Chuds here. With heals, they're going to be able to just bully the rest of the wall and take their first round. One on the board for the Chuds, and this might be their time to turn it around.
we now have a match on our hands, 3-1. But Chuds finding some form, getting alive here in the later stages. You know, it doesn't matter when you do it as long as you do it. And they have gotten that first round on the board. Now they've proven they can do it once. Can they do it again? Last time they had a pretty good mid, which helped them kind of get some momentum in the game. Let's see if they can maybe have a similar performance as this time. No one being super aggressive. I say that Math kind of bombing into Sai over by Lunchbox. Sai super weak, is going to get cleaned up by Big Bang, and now it's going to be player advantage for the Chuds. Dingo also super weak, is going to have to jump to safety. Big Bang was in behind, trying to go for the collab play, did find one onto Sandblast, and Hubert has to dodge for rockets as Math just kind of barrels in through drop down. A very kind of sneaky little Among Us play there going through the vent, but now seems like everyone on the wall wants to try and be aggressive here. It is just going to be a straight even player fight because Sai hasn't come right back up from the respawn room. They actually use Uber. They take a lot of space with the Uber, but they don't get any kills aside from Raven. And now, crucially, Bloody staying alive, but so weak. He is so weak right now, but he didn't use now. Because of that, it's going to give an opportunity for his team to, one, not lose second, and two, refight onto middle.
Bloody has absolutely no fear. I was watching him at like under 50 health for like 10 seconds there. Does not matter. Now he has full Uber advantage as now they're looking to make a pushback onto mid, but they lose 2 players compared to, oh, well, they do trade, but they lose the demo on the side of the Chuds, so it's kind of losing them their Uber advantage. It's going to be a little bit harder for them to find anything off of this, as they might just look to take the space and play off of evens based off those picks. Looks like they are, and the wall's not taking that for an answer. They're going to walk back in and maybe look to aggress here as the Ubers even up. Both teams just playing pretty conservatively on their points, but as the wall walks into the Chud second here, they'll be looking to make a sack play, most likely through alley. Soldier might go for a high bomb, but it looks like both teams are still just going for spam. Dingo going in for the bomb, getting onto crate, drawing eyes, just going for a little bit of a fade, maybe distracting, trying to get someone under sword, maybe looking for a play in underpass, but he's just poking. A lot of players just poking and prodding. The wall taking a lot of space here in alley, trying to just bully them out,
Dingo.
but oh my goodness, Dingo gets absolutely denied out of alley, losing another soldier as well, as the wall has to completely back out of this. Toby says, I'm going completely behind, maybe going for a sandwich play here, trying to crunch the wall. Nope, just trying to draw eyes, trying to drag them out as the Ubers come out from both teams. Actually, as the wall is still trying to run out. Soldier going down as they're still trading players. He's just trading damage, trading players back and forth as the Chuds slowly make the space on the mid. Soldier going down again as this is basically a mid refight. We have Dingo behind in the Chuds Valley though, maybe looking to make a play. It does. They do see him. He fast bombs all the way back. He's like, nope, I'm not doing that. This is very, very scrappy fight. Players going back and forth, but all in all, the wall losing more players than the Chuds, meaning they have to leave the mid, and the Chuds slowly pushing their way back to the last. Maybe have another chance here to take a second round.
Getting some space over in alley. Map does a lot of damage onto Sin. Karma is going to go down. Unfortunate for Map there. Damn, getting pressured by Dingo as the rest of the team still over in alley, but they are going to have to back out. Slimundo taking a lot of damage. Going to have to head back over, meet up with the rest of his team back in on mid, get healed up, and try and lock down these Store Warriors in case anyone on the side of a wall wanted to try and go for a counter sack. No one really in position, so they're just going to back up, keep their defensive positions over on second, and give another opportunity for the Chuds to try and break in. Last time didn't quite work out, but you know, they didn't get too punished for it, so they're gonna have another shot to try and execute something a little bit better. But Sai with the early bomb, reading it really well, but unfortunately not well enough. Doesn't get the force out onto the medic. They do find one. It is going to be an even trade. Raven for Sai, so maybe a little bit better as Damn coming in, does a lot of damage on the Sandblast, takes him down with 2 quick rockets, and now, but everyone on the Chuds have so much space, the wall is backing up, they're locked into this doorway, they can't really fight second without trying to use Uber to get through this doorway, so it's going to be all on Soar. The Uber comes out, can they get onto Letty? No, he immediately uses right back, and now they're just going to be trying to DM fight across the point, looking a little bit better for the side of the Chuds. They still have control of this point. They have to make sure that everyone on the wall can't get through this doorway for free, but Soar opens things up, gets through, and now going to be trying to DM fight, finds one on the Raven. Really great stuff there. Big Bang. Now everyone else, but Sin Cover getting mulched by Damn. Huge play coming in from the respawn room, going barreling in. It's just going to be Hubert, and that should be a second round for the side of the Chuds.
That was a great play coming in from the soldiers. A lot of, just like you said, a lot of DM fight. They were trading players, trading damage, but no one really going down, or they would get down to even players, and then the soldiers just came right in with the bomb straight from the spawn room, absolutely deleting everyone, and they were able to turn it around there. And now the Chuds are coming back. They're saying we're not here to get 3-0'd, 4-0'd, 5-0'd. We're here to play. So we're gonna see what both teams have in store on the mid here, as Dingo goes in fast behind for maybe an alley play, or maybe going in through house, trying to make a play. The Chuds going aggressive in response, just trying to lock the wall out in Valley, but tons of picks coming out on the side of the wall.
Oh damn!
And now, oh my goodness, no, he just Damn said, I'm not going out without this med going out, and you know, with his dying breath, he was able to find the walls med and at least able to even this up, even though they had lost the mid.
Oh my man. Map is hiding behind, maybe trying to go for the pick out onto the medic. Soar doesn't know. He's going to try and 1v1 Soar. He's not going to be able to do so, so they do know that Map is in behind, and it's just going to be a little bit more dangerous, but for Hubert, but Soar does... He's going to be there to help escort the medic, as Map is now kind of caught behind everyone else on the side of the wall, bombing in, doing a lot of damage to the Chuds as they try and valiant defend their second point, but now they've got their heals right back with them. They have player advantage, and they are going to have to give up the second point. Sin Karma barely in, doing a lot of damage on the Slug. Mundo just kind of bouncing him around. Slug still barely staying alive, catches a much needed arrow. To just keep on being healthy. And it seems like Damn wants to try and collapse on the Sin Karma. Nice air shot. And that is going to be the Chuds retaking second.
Chuds retaking second. Going to be huge for them here, as they do also have a small Uber advantage. It's looking like they may look to push in with it, maybe catch them out, but they're not going to have enough time. So they may just look to play it evens, as both teams are walking on to mid here. The wall looking to try to lock the Chuds out of mid, as both teams even up. And now both teams may be looking for a sack play here. Once again, a stalemate situation with 7 minutes on the clock. I mean, 3-2. This is still anyone's game. I mean, this wall came out with a strong start, but the Chuds have proven that they're not going down without a fight. So we'll see here as the wall tries to make their way onto Chud's second. Dingo once again going in onto that crate spot, trying to draw eyes, just trying to, you know, get a lay of the land. Maybe, you know, distract for another soldier to go in. But they're just, you know, feeling it out. Once again, getting that buff and going back there. But they do finally find him. The Chuds immediately responding. Oh my goodness. Damn. Immediately responding to that Dingo kill with a drop on the walls med, and that's going to completely turn it around for the Chuds, now able to walk back out on a mid and hopefully convert this into a second push, and maybe even, you know, a good last push.
They could tie
Great
it up.
Plays from the soldiers. Yeah.
Opportunity for the Chuds to tie things up, and you got to say a lot of that is due to the great plays coming out from the soldiers so far on. The Chuds definitely stepping it up in these last 3 rounds. Can they continue the momentum as Raven just trying to spot things out? Map can be opening things up by bombing in, creating some space for his team. Slug Mundo bombs into a safe position, bombs back to just draw eyes and create confusion and chaos allowing the rest of the team to get in safely on to second. They're still going to have Uber advantage, but it is going to be very close as Hubert already at 80%. So if they want to go, they have to go immediately right now. Seems like Raven is thinking about it, and Big Bang goes in, and they are still going to commit with this Uber, but it is going to be even. I don't know if they know. They do lose one. They take down the sentry gun. Seems like Damn going to be going in, is going to make it into a sack attempt anyways. I like that idea. Sandblast, however, got in behind through the left side, is going to be cleaned up. So it seems like they recognized it was even Ubers. They decided to make it a sack attempt instead, and they didn't get anything with it. So now it is going to be a stalemate, but Big Bank Campaign is up on the sniper.
Big Bank looking to make a play. We've seen him make them before, so you know, maybe this is his time, but he has to go up against Sandblast. Sandblast also looking to come up on Sniper, maybe make a play here, get a good pick, as both are going to be maybe looking at Shutter. Both teams just playing the stalemate. Chuds trying to shove that left flank on the side of the wall, but they lose the soldier for it. And now the wall have an opportunity here to maybe go for a sack play or work their Sniper even more, which it looks like they might be looking for. No, they're playing it a lot slower here. Maybe just waiting for the Chuds to maybe slip up here, or waiting for a demo, a pick, or anything like that. I mean, it's very, very... Anything could happen here with Sandblast and Big Bank against each other on Sniper. I mean, Big Bank has a lot to go up against. We've seen Sandblast go crazy, make some crazy plays before. So it'll be interesting to see. Almost gets the pick onto Slugmundo there, gets a good body shot onto him, but it's not going to be the pick, unfortunately. And Big Bang trying to peek through that banana area. Soldier trying to get in. Not enough. Just barely not able to find the medic on the side of the wall. It could have been huge, but looks like Soldier trying to go in on the side of the wall. Also not going to find anything, as both teams just slowing it down, as the Ubers are still even. 3.5 minutes left on the clock, and still 3-2. So the Chuds still have an opportunity, a decent opportunity to tie it up here. They just have to push through the wall's last hold. They need to figure out a strategy here, or create an opening that can get them through.
Going to be all eyes really on a Big Bang Campaign, as he's going to maybe try and decide to peek out through Toxic, but Dingo is right there to delete him, and that is exactly what happens. Dingo on that little shack right there takes Big Bang back to the respawn room map, trying to go for an aggressive bomb, is going to go die. Seems like they're going to go for a 4-man to see if they can do anything at all to Hubert, but they find nothing. And so now everyone else on the Chuds, the only 2 escaping players, Raven and Luddy, are going to be safe and sound over on mid. But it's going to give an opportunity for the wall to get out of their last, get onto second, and continue the stalemate that we've seen so far.
Yep, and now both teams just setting up on second here. Wall just playing it very slow, waiting for the Chud sack here. Might see them make a play through underpass, try to distract an alley, or they might just try to get a soldier straight through alley. As Raven is just, walking up to alley there, peeking the sticks, making sure there's nothing crazy going on. Both teams playing very, very, very safe here. Not a spy situation going on either, as, okay, the Chuds rotate into alley here, looking to maybe make a play, but the double bomb coming in from the wall to deny, and they get Slugmundo on it, and they also find Damn, and that's going to be a big advantage, a huge opening. They do find the force, though. They find the force on the wall. So even though the Chuds lose 2 there from that double bomb, they get the force, and as long as they're able to kite it out, which they are able to, they do lose mid, but with full Uber ad, they're going to be looking to walk straight back in here. The wall getting ready for the push back in, maybe looking for a sack.
is going to be the wall. Maybe anticipating this play from the Chuds. They know they have Uber advantage over there. Question is, what do they do? How do they try and take it? Everyone on the wall playing very far back except for Soar and Dingo. Soar going to maybe try and go for a back half. Has gotten in basically for free. Big Bang now trying to chase. It's going to be a little bit of a 1v1 while the rest of the Chuds players comes back. They should be able to take down Soar, but that has just bought in a lot of time for everyone else on the wall. They are going to still have to give up middle, but they should buy themselves enough time to probably get Uber to hold on to second. Hubert at 90%. They don't have players though, so because of that, they still might have to give this up. And yeah, they've basically gotten all the way back into lobby. They might want to try and refight this side, thinking about it, at risk of falling. And actually, with that first pick on the Big Bang campaign, that Uber has been used from the wall, just trying to chase anyone they possibly can. Sees two players over in alley. They haven't connected with anyone, and now once again, it is going to be the Chuds, sorry, with Uber advantage. They didn't lose anyone, and now they're going to be able to come right back in with their own Uber.
Yep, a huge opportunity for them if they're able to maybe take this second point without having to use in, or maybe they're just going to take the chance and try to find the med as they walk into second here. Any opportunity like that is going to pretty much get them the round and get them tied up, as they do find Dingo walking in. Soar also playing very, very aggressive, trying to find a play behind, but he might be looking to get caught out here. Very, very far behind, getting the 1v1 as the Chuds are able to walk on the second without using Uber. They're just going to look to even it up here, as players on the wall are like, Soar is still behind, still living, just buying time for the wall, now evening the Uber up. Once again, back on last. The wall trying to defend their 3-2 round lead, as the wall, or as the Chuds are looking to they finally find Soar all the way behind, but they're looking to hopefully find a push here that can tie them up, as they're not far from winning here. Once again, a very explosive start from the wall, but the Chuds have slowly fought their way back 2 rounds to 3. So Soldier coming in for the bomb here. They find Sin. They find Sin Karma with that. That might be the opening they need, as well as finding the sentry. No stickies to worry about as the Chuds walk in. 3 down for the side of the wall as the Pyro is there, and the Uber. Last ditch effort, but a much better Uber on the side of the Chuds, as they're now just waiting, healing up, and gonna take the space, completely bombing in. Absolute destruction from the Chuds, taking that round, tying it up 3-3.
Yeah, and now it is going to be whoever caps up this next round is going to be your winner. Is going to go on to face Freyotech in the upper bracket final. So a lot on the line right here for both these teams. For the wall, I mean, they beat this team in the regular RGL season, so they know that they can do it again. For the Chuds, they beat this team in the preseason, so that they know they can finish this one out. The question is, who is going to be able to do it as we go in on what might be the final mid. The Soldiers getting very aggressive. It's going to be Dam coming in on the Hubert, takes him down. That's going to be an early med kill. Now, can Luddy stay alive? Seems like they should be able to, as everyone else on the side of the wall, very disconnected side, coming in for a late bomb juice. A lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Bloody just surfs into the pack, and that is going to be the Chuds walking away with the mid win.
That was a great aggressive mid from the Chuds, finding the early med pick there, and then defending from the wall's late bomb, and that's going to grant them the ability here to have, you know, this is the opportunity for them. They were down almost 3-0 and potentially more, and now they're on the wall's last with full Uber advantage, looking to make a play that will hopefully end it here and bring them to the next round as they Uber in. Heavy coming out from the side of the wall, but they're very far back in spawn, slowly just trying to spam out the Chuds, but the Chuds playing it very well, kiting it and trading damage, but more players going down on the side of the wall as they need to play it a little slower.
Oh, damn!
Soldier almost went down.
Onto Hubert. Now,
Gets the med.
It's just going to be up to Sin Karma and Sor. They find one. Are the Chuds going to continue the fight? The Slugmundo is. Luddy isn't, which is a good play. As long as Luddy can stay alive, should be able to meet back up with Raven. So this is still going to be uber advantage for the side of the Chuds. They might have to give up second, but if they're feeling very aggressive, they might want to try and refight this before everyone on the wall gets into the defensive positions. They are going to lose the point, but they're still going to have a very big uber advantage. So not all that bad for the wall, considering they're in a better place than they were previously. At least this time, they do have control of the second point, but still, the eyes on the Chuds. How does Raven want to try and take this? Seems like they're in lobby. Are they just going to go barrel in through house? Seems like that's exactly what they're going to do. Slugmundo going to be sticky jumping in. Can he catch anyone? He does find one onto Sai. Everyone else, however, on the wall have been able to get out for free. Sin Karma a little bit disconnected, but it doesn't matter as the wall are very close to their own Uber. Seems like they're going to try and take this opportunity to pop right back in.
Yep. A good kite from the side of the wall. Maybe, I mean, it's very difficult, but maybe the Chuds are looking to go for a hider or a back cap play here, having capped the point, but the wall's just going to barrel right on out here and get multiple players as they do. The Chuds losing two, both the scout and the soldier, as they try to, you know, just spam out second, and that's going to be more of an advantage for the wall as they walk out on the mid here. They might be able to roll mid here without having to use Uber or be able to catch the net more easily.
Math!
But oh my goodness,
God,
Math said you are not using that Uber.
Really?
Math comes in from a bomb from house and deletes the med on the side of the wall. And now that's going to be a huge advantage for the Chuds once again as they walk back onto mid, start cleaning up players on the side of the wall. They're trying to get some last-ditch effort plays, but it's not going to be enough. The Chuds defend very, very well. And now with full Uber advantage, they're looking to walk back onto the wall second. And maybe take this to the win.
Yeah, they have a really great opportunity to do so. It's going to be a full Uber advantage for them. They've got everyone up so they can take their time if they really want to, you know, get everyone nice and healed. Make sure they've got this last push worked out, because last time it didn't work out. They weren't able to collect the kills. It took a lot of time taking down the sentry gun, but now they have another opportunity to try and do it once again. They can close it out right here, make it a 4-3 game. Question is, how well does this Uber work? They get in, they're getting stuffed a little bit by the sentry gun and the pyro. Now Map coming in, doing a lot of damage, just bombing around. Sin Karma just doing so much good damage over in that right side area. Damn, gonna be cleaned up. The sentry gun still hasn't gone down, but doesn't matter. Big Bank is on the point, gets a lot of cap time, but it seems like the wall have lived up to their name. They've been the wall. They've completely denied everyone on the Chuds in that right side area. Now they have the opportunity to try and push out, but it's always so dangerous, Sir Jaden, because there's so much cap time on that last point, and one mess up from the wall could mean a back cap opportunity for the Chuds.
Yep, absolutely. One missed hider, one player just W keying, winning a DM fight could mean the end, but it looks like they're able to cap that point and once again solidify that defense. Barely able to scrape it out, but evening up the Ubers. Once again, the Chuds are looking to maybe break back into the walls second and go for another opportunity at their last. I mean, the Chuds have been playing better and better since the start. They've only fought harder and harder for this as they slowly make their way into alley here. Oh no, but Slugmundo going down from a nice pipe from Sin Karma gets deleted as they now walk through underpass. That's going to be the pick they need to walk through with no stickies or spam to worry about. The wall is just going to be able to take second here, maybe even look for a better Uber exchange as the soldiers bomb in, but the Chuds are going to respond with the Uber exchange as well, trying to get some picks off. Both teams just trading damage. The wall has a little bit more low players, and they find Sin Karma. No demo on the side of the wall, so this might be the opportunity for the Chuds, but they need to take the space.
They do need to take the space. Slug finds one onto Sai, but Dingo and Sor respond. A nice pipe onto Sandblast. It's just going to really be Slugmundo and Map trying to do everything. They try and focus down Dingo over by the truck. Actually finds one onto Sor. So now it's going to be projectile versus projectile. And Slugmundo does have the high ground, and because of that, Dingo, he's seen Star Wars. He knows what's up. He backs out. make sure that they can try and fight another day, because more importantly, Hubert did go down, Luddy stayed alive, so it's once again gonna be Uber advantage for the Chuds. They've had three, this is gonna be their third potential opportunity to close out this game here with Uber advantage.
A third opportunity to break the wall's hold here. If they can do it, they will be on their way to the next round, and not easily fought either. They came back from a pretty large deficit, so it would be pretty amazing to see them to finally bring a win out here, as they're looking to Uber right through Banana, straight into their spawn, finding an early pick onto the sentry, maybe getting a lot of cap time. The wall does not defend at all. They get absolutely bullied back into spawn, and the Chuds take it 3-4. That's it.
3-4. Amazing stuff from the Chuds. A reverse 4-0 sweep. Couldn't have been 5-0 because we went into continuous overtime while the wall were at 3. But essentially a reverse sweep from the Chuds. Really great stuff. Like you said, I mean, it was just so hard, you know, sometimes once you're down 3-0 to really get back into the game. But the Chuds were able to do it. They fixed whatever was going wrong, and they were just able to get round after round after round and slowly claw their way back into the game and have guaranteed them spot against Froyotech in the upper bracket finals. So really great stuff all around from the Chuds.
Yeah, that was some great plays. They had a slow start, but the momentum just kept building and building for them, and by the end there, they were pretty much fighting on par with the wall there. Even though the wall, it seemed like they were ready to just take a quick 5-0 and make quick work of them. The Chuds, they clutched it out, and I mean, some amazing drops as well coming in from I believe Math, and I mean the soldiers from both sides did some amazing stuff. So that was great to see as well. The aggression come out. The Chuds kind of had a little bit of trouble with that at the start, where the wall was taking more space than them, but